So with 2 weeks left in a year,
I am Mila and I have a Moroccan background, so I can tell you a bit more about that.
this is where I start reflecting on the last year, what went well, what didn't go so well. The agency stayed at around 30K monthly revenue, but we were barely profitable because we had such high costs, mostly payroll and production. I'm thinking about how to streamline the business in the new year. I've also had some really meaningful conversations with other entrepreneurs, guys way more successful than me, people in e-commerce and software and sales. And I think one of the best things that you can do as an entrepreneur is talk to people ahead in the game compared to you and ask them smart questions. And one of the highest level skills that you can develop is how to ask good questions. So one of the things that one of my friends Simon taught me was about managing people and about not reprimanding them, not cutting them down, but actually just feeding them a lot of motivation and positive feedback. Because to understand business is to understand people, and people are driven by positive feedback and they're discouraged by negative feedback. And so here comes a problem. Well, how do you critique your employees or your team when you need to? And so he demonstrated how he did it, and he's an older British gentleman, and he has his charm, he has his way of talking to people. It's just magnetic. You guys are gonna be in my vlog. Is this pig intestines?
Yeah, you can't eat it? Oh
Yeah,
shit, really?
you can. Don't be a wuss. That's meat. That's onions. That's good stuff.
You can have the taro balls as well.
What? You don't even eat taro?
I'll
Holy
eat this and I'll eat
smoke.
that. No, I'll try it.
Scarf, baby. You gotta get one of these, man. This is how you get cool. Scarf, baby. Gotta scarf it up. Hey, do you have any designs that are only sold in Thailand that are just exclusive for Thailand? And then the sales lady was like, oh yes, of course, like all these scarves are just exclusive to Thailand. I got so excited and I was like, I'm getting scarves now. Have you met any of her friends?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
So you're not like boyfriend in hiding?
No, not anymore.
Secret boyfriend?
No. I've been that guy before though. I've been like the boyfriend that she's ashamed of. Tomorrow I'm meeting her best friend who lives in America and is dating like a Taiwanese American guy. So that's a big moment in our relationship.
You gonna bring the scarf out?
This one, yeah. I also got my other fashion scarf. Dude, I got more scarves than you know about, man.
Scarf life.
甜真的是微甜，它也是酒味跟水果味。
Act like we're just having like the greatest time.
Yeah.
Taiwan actually has like a lot of like talent, just like people who just like chill here. They're like big people in their community. Walking around, no one would know who they were.
Are you talking about me? How many cryptos do you have, John?
0 cryptos. We're not about the cryptos.
You're gonna regret that, bro.
Why don't you create the CRM for crypto?
I'm trying to create the CRM for
Can I ask you what your stack is?
Angular, Nest.
I do not know that much.
Basically Angular on the back end.
For reals.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
it's like saved to just like...
It's like Node Express, yeah. We're trying to migrate everything from Firebase to Mongo to scale things.
Is Firebase not Mongo?
No, Firebase is like, it's like its own service thing. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Terrible developers, they have that in every country, but like for the dollar that you spend, I found better developers in Ukraine than any other country. I think it comes down to the culture. Like in tech, a huge part of that is like the community, where like if you go into one tech community, you have senior people that like teach them the tech, that teach them the best way to do things. And I think like in like Ukraine, there's like a very robust community where there's like a lot of people that are really good at like a lot of different tech.
Are they detailed?
Very detailed. I've worked with engineers in Eastern Europe, in Asia, in Latin America, and in America. And for the dollar that you spend, you cannot get better developers in Eastern Europe and Ukraine. There are a lot of people looking for jobs, and there's not enough like employers that have like good jobs that are stable. Like 2 years ago, there were many more employers that were just like giving jobs to everybody. Yeah, so like in 2020, there were a huge amount of jobs. It was like employees market, and now it is an employer's market.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Take the power back.
All the big companies right now are laying off people.
Oh,
that's one
true.
part of it.
That's true. That's true.
But the other part of it is like we talk to our recruiters, we talk to the people that are in the market, and that's what they tell us is that there's less people that are going out there and hiring people. And on top of that, like the people that are looking for jobs, now they're like losing their jobs, I guess.
They're getting laid off.
Yeah, they're getting laid off, exactly, yeah.
So I'm stuck with these two guys, all trying to give me advice. And I'm here trying to ask smart questions. But you know, the best way to improve your business is to keep asking questions and trying to get an outside opinion, because you're working in a silo and you think you're doing the right thing. You're following all the books that you've read, but sometimes things just don't work out. I mean, the pieces just don't quite fit. And when you bring your problems to your friends, you can get really good insights. It just depends who you ask. I mean, make sure you ask people who are running a business already and making more money than you. But if you are asking the wantrepreneur, well, that never works out too well, because one of the things that happens when you start a business is everybody tries to give you advice about what you should be doing, and you should ignore most of that advice. So I'm thinking about, well, how can I make my business more like productized with a lot of just the same repeatable tasks, and that lets people get good at a few things. It takes out the guesswork, it reduces stress, and ultimately leads to scalability.
I'm going to eat sausage.
You're fit again.
You better perform. Yes. Alright.
Servings from East Germany, from the German Democratic Republic.
Happy birthday, Eddie! Woo!
Happy birthday, you old bastard. 50 more years. Any marketing professional can start their own marketing agency and reach financial independence and freedom of location, freedom from the cubicle within 3 to 6 months. But we do get freedom, we get sense of accomplishment, and hopefully we get the profit. So let's see how things go in the new year.